I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 21st of July, 2021. It's Wednesday. It is the first real full weekday after the weekend and a holiday is over, and that means this town is silent. I mean, okay, there's people shouting in the street, but it is very, very quiet. There are no tourists anywhere in town. There's absolutely nothing going on. You can see the street behind me is completely empty. Of course, there's a delivery truck down the road, but that's just people restocking. Like, there's nothing going on. There is nobody in the hotel. We have no guests spending the night. We have nobody in the restaurant, and it is 12:48. So this is kind of prime lunchtime. We did have someone have lunch, but that was pretty much it. It's been very, very slow, but that is to be expected. This is the slow season, so we really actually expected there to be like nobody, a lot more than there has been today. That there's zero people, completely predictable and not a problem. So we actually have some time to do things around the hotel, get some stuff done, do some cleaning. I'm doing a whole bunch of work in my office with new stuff, so I'm heading through. Here's Ingrid, YouTube. That's Ingrid. She has nothing to do because we have no people here whatsoever. So I'm just walking through the hotel because I never get to do this. I never get to take video actually in the hotel because there's always people, and it would be kind of weird for me to be doing the YouTube channel from the middle of the restaurant or whatever. But today, I get to do this. Now, I can't go out on the beach really today because, so the ocean changes every day, and normally we have a pretty much soft beach that goes all the way down. But today, the beach has formed a cliff, and I can't walk down there. It's so steep, we'd have to go out and around to get down the beach. It's absolutely crazy. But early this morning, Hernan came in and finished painting our Simple Beach log here at the Simple Beach Lodge. So I'll show it to you because this is new today. Sorry for the noise of the Pacific Ocean. So that is our new log. It is gorgeous. We love it. And it's actually a nice day. We've got some clouds, so it's not too bad, but it is very loud, so I'm gonna head away from the water because there's just no way to record in here. So today's Wednesday. Yesterday, on the 20th, I mentioned when I made the video that Yvonne and Dominica and Paul had all gone to Managua to do a day of shopping. So that turned out to be really, really good. Oh, also check out all of our beautiful pillows. All handmade for us, like everything we do here, custom handmade here in Nicaragua, and nice tunes on. People should be coming down here, like it's nice. It's the perfect time to come hang out. So they went and they got new hammocks and a bunch of stuff like that. We got, really important for me, new monitors for the computer because we had the old ones die on us or something. We're trying to figure out what's wrong. We didn't have HDMI monitors while we're coming by. We have new decorations on the floor and our new t-shirts for sale that came in a few days ago. And so the monitors died, and I've been working off of my DisplayPort based Mac, Linux desktop that's quite old, AMD A10 old, because it has 3 display ports, and the only thing we were able to find is DisplayPort monitors. A weird situation. Yesterday, Paul and Dominica were able to pick up HDMI monitors for me. I now have my Mac hooked back up again, and I'm doing the video right now because the Mac is updating because it's been offline for several weeks, so it's got 20 minutes of updates to do, so it's a good time to get the video done. And so I'm back on my Mac as of today. Also exciting is that during that time, ShotCut, which is what I often use for video editing, has now updated and has a Mac M1 version. So I've got that downloaded and it runs on the M1, which should be awesome because all of my machines are incredibly slow when doing video editing. My Linux desktop is slow because it's just a really, really slow machine. My laptop is slow because it keeps having problems detecting the NVIDIA graphics card for the editing software. So while it's there and has a lot of horsepower, it never can do any editing, or it does it, but it's very, very slow using software editing because the drivers aren't working. So maybe if I put some more time into it, but for right now, if I use Flowblade or ShotCut or OpenShot on there, it's just really slow. It works, I can do it, but doing a few, and like watching it while I'm editing is nearly impossible. it's so jittery that it's useless. So until I get that figured out, that is basically a useless platform for me. But so the Mac M1, so I'm jumping from one of the slowest machines you could possibly imagine to the absolute fastest, and instantly, now I haven't tested it out yet, but instantly the ShotCut detected the hardware on the M1. And since it's custom compiled for the M1, I mean, you would expect, I mean, how else would it work? So in theory, it's gonna be glorious. So I'm waiting for it to update. I can't wait to load the first 4K videos into it and see how well it works, because this will be really, really cool if it works well, because I've never had a really powerful editing station before. So I'm very excited about that. One of the things that's been driving me crazy here at the hotel for a while, and everybody else too, is when we get a lot of rain, water comes in. So that's fixed, but it's fixed by way of this. See if you can see it. At the top of the stairs, we have a mixture of clear and blue plastic. It's kind of like tarpaulin, but I think it's actually just plastic. And it's absolutely hideous, and it blocks all the wind. So we have a whole bunch of air not coming through the hotel that we need, because this is Nicaragua. You don't want to block the air movement if you don't have to. And it's ugly. The clear is just looks dirty, and the blue is just nasty. And it's just awful. So they went and got yesterday, we've been looking for this, these, which cost like nothing, handmade like reed curtains that will drop down. So when it rains, we can drop them down and have it look attractive and block the rain. And when it's not raining, we can lift them up and get actually more light here in our kind of dark hallway, and get way more breeze coming through, I hope. So that is my hope and plan, that those are gonna make this just way better. So that, what else did we get yesterday? Oh, the really big thing, one of the reasons that they went to Managua is we want paella pans, and they got paella pans. We didn't get the giant ones. Those are about $500 even here, because they bring them in from Spain. Like, you can't get a paella pan outside of Spain in any real way. But we got smaller ones because we do have a paella chef who's actually here right now. And so we are prepared to do several different sizes and types of paella really, really soon. So those pans are here now. We can't wait to do that. That's been something we've been excited about for a while. So we're gonna be trying very hard to become the paella destination. We're told the paella chef that we hired is the best in the region. So we're investing in this. And if it goes well, then Dominica promises me we will get the $500 paella pans, which I want, because I want to do bonfires on the beach, because these are huge, right? They serve like 100 people. And you do paella on the beach, it goes all day. So it's like a spectacle. Like you make it an event, you advertise it, you do a huge thing on the beach, people come by and watch them making paella all day. It's very cool. And apparently paella is, as they said in Managua, trending in Nicaragua right now. So in theory, it's like a thing, and we're gonna do it. There's a couple places here in town that do it. One of them used to do it. I don't know if they still can, because their chef left. Other ones that do it, we've had it and it's like, it's okay. But you know, we've done paella in Spain, and we'd like to have real Spanish paella if at all possible. So that is the goal. We're trying to make this into a real thing that we specialize in here at the hotel, along with other things. We're trying to be the place with the big menu, right? Like, we want to be the destination restaurant. Most of the places on the beach, they all do the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what most people want. Somebody needs to be a destination restaurant here. We want that to be us for a lot of reasons. I don't know that it's the most cost-effective thing to do. I don't know if it's the best business decision. That's not really why we're doing it. We're doing it because we need that restaurant to be what we eat at all the time, and so for our own sakes, we need to have it. So that's really big. They also got new cappuccino mugs yesterday, all handmade. So that's very cool. I've not actually seen them yet. They're in the kitchen getting prepared. So we're going to have new cappuccino mugs starting in a day or two, once they manage to wash them. They found a bunch of pottery that they're interested in, that we didn't get that yet. They're going to be doing a bunch of decorations. Some of it we're just planning for things. Some things we actually already have. So yeah, it seems like it was a really good trip to Managua yesterday. And hopefully my Mac is updated now. I need to get back to work. But because I now have ShotCut available to me, and because GoPro is forcing me to edit my videos rather than just downloading them in a single raw shot, which you will have noticed I started doing some actual editing, like yesterday. I'm filming differently now because I can't take advantage of just the single shot recording and just upload in most cases. So hopefully everybody's enjoying getting to actually see a little bit of the hotel, the village, just like the ocean life down here in Nicaragua. I know the channel has been quiet, and I know that I have not been able to do a lot of showing you guys around. Now that things are slow and we're getting things organized, hopefully we get that fixed really quickly. And I hear Clive whining at the door because he misses me. So I'm gonna cut it there. All right, it's nighttime and I'm gonna have to upload these and edit them. I decided to come outside because it is dark. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out. I'm standing at the light of the sign. We're gonna turn around and get this. Boom, there it is. Love how it lights up at night. And this is the street at night. Now this is, remember, really, really quiet week because everything's over. So lit up here is Mono Loco. This is our local kind of sandwich shop. They're sort of a bar. Buenas noches. And so they're like a little bar and sandwich place. They do some amazing food. If you're in the area, check them out. Don't skip them. Just past them, you can't really see their lights, is Puesta del Sol. And there's a truck pulling out of Playa Roca right next to us. That's about the only place in this area that's open tonight, I think, is Mono. Wow, that was a problem. I don't know if you can see it on the video. But then if you can hear the music, I'm gonna turn around. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see but right here, kind of in the dark, there's a little bit of light there. This is Cholitos, and this is the local bar. So they are, to the best of my knowledge, the busiest bar in all of town. They are pumping every night. It's not a ton of people, but they get a good crowd. It's a lot of the locals. It's, you know, people get off work at the restaurants and stuff. This is where they go and hang out. Seems like a pretty nice place. I've actually not been. Some of the crew has been. You know, they're perfectly nice. But they tend to not get going until we're ready for bed. So that's a bit of a problem. We tend to be asleep before 10, sometimes 8:30. So we're very early these days. So tonight, though, we haven't had dinner yet. It is only 6:30. And buenas noches. Bien, bien. So tonight, we haven't had dinner yet, and we have paella being made. We're very excited. I had said yesterday we got paella pans in Managua. They are already prepping paella for us for dinner. We may not get it, but that is the plan, is that there's gonna be paella. There are some people in the restaurant. We are not empty, but it is very slow. I didn't want to go in there and bug anybody because if I recorded, it would be pretty late. The guy who stopped by is our local candy salesman. He comes by every couple days and sells candy and stuff to all the places. He's the one that we discovered the little hard candies, like peppermint and cherry flavored ones with the gum inside, and they come wrapped in a little piece of paper with jokes. Apparently it's a big thing here. And they're really tasty as far as hard little candies go, and obviously super cheap. So that's kind of a thing that we really like. For the most part, this is a very quiet town. Now, even though it's super quiet and it is completely dead, it is worth noting that, like Cholitos, the bar never stops. The traffic here on the street, everyone bicycling by, and a little bit of cars and stuff. This town stays lively with this quiet traffic all of the time. That never goes away no matter what. Buenas noches. And so it's interesting that it gets very quiet. For the United States, the actual air feels quiet, right? It's very still, but there's always music playing over it. But it's not the sound of engines. Of course, I say this as a car comes by, but it's not the sound of engines and motors and electronics and all those things. It's just some music playing and people drinking, or people out bicycling in a lot of cases, or whatever. And so it actually has a very calming effect in many cases. It's nice. It's very nice to be outside. And it's a very pleasant night tonight. We have cloud cover and a nice breeze, and it's a good temperature. If I went for a heavy walk, I might get a little bit warm, but right now it is absolutely gorgeous to just stand outside and enjoy it. I'm also gonna turn around in case you haven't seen it on the video. These are the lights of the Simple. We have these beautiful ceiling lights that we put in. Those were not here when we first got here, and I just love how it looks. I want to get this walkway all lit up as well. We do have lights that are not on for some reason, but I want to get a whole bunch bunch of ground lights that point up and make it a really nice lit walkway, and we hope it is very dark. I'll have to do it during the daytime sometime, but we want to put murals out here and repaint all of this and redo quite a bit. So that's all coming up, but it's only one thing at a time. We can only do so much. So today was pretty good. I don't think I managed to mention it earlier because I must have, but my new cameras have shipped. They are heading down. You can really hear the music, I bet. It's decently loud out here. When Cholitos gets going, it's actually hard to sleep, and they go until about 11:30 at night. It doesn't bother me too much, but everybody else in the hotel is like, they're pretty loud. I'm just kind of used to it, I guess. So that is everything for Wednesday out here. It was a good day overall, and I'm gonna get these uploaded. I did do a test. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My new monitors are here. I hooked up my Mac. I'm back on my Mac again. Not that I don't love my Linux, but my hardware for it, buenas noches, is very anemic and causes even writing my book, it can't keep up with me typing. So now I've got the new monitor, at least one new monitor on. My book is coming along way faster than it was. This is a huge improvement. And I got ShotCut downloaded. ShotCut now has a version for the Apple M1 processor, which is what I have. I did do a test with it, and it renders so fast. It's able to show video in 4K in real time as I'm watching it, so I can edit like you're supposed to be able to edit. I've never been able to do that before, and I can output it really quickly, so it's not this huge workflow that takes me forever to do anything. So thank goodness, right? I'm still going to experiment with some other things. I am going to look at Final Cut Pro. I'm really interested to see how that performs and what features it has since I have the Mac M1. Willing to play with it, but I really like ShotCut, and this is a big deal that it's finally able to be used in a way that makes it a really good workflow and a comfortable situation for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go upload these videos, get them spliced together and processed and uploaded. I'll see everybody tomorrow.